good. It hasn't happened too much for us this year. We've been on the other end of that a couple times, and it felt good to be on the other side of it. So really happy for the guys to just have the scoring touch tonight.
As a goalie, how do you kind of sell yourself in and say, okay, I do have this left in me, but I still need to make the saves I need to?
Yeah, you just kind of got to focus on the next shot and just trying to compete on every shot. And you knew eventually they were going to push back, which they did there in that second period. So just trying to hold them off. And yeah, it's obviously way better playing with a lead than it is tied or down. So yeah, it's no difference really.
Second period was a little rough for you guys, but you guys came back out in the third and started to dominate once again. What was the message from the locker room that turned things around?
Well, we kind of were like, hey, we got the lead. Let's just focus in and put them away. And we really wanted to score on that 5-on-3 power play. And we thought that if we scored right away to start the period, then we'd kind of kill their momentum and have a good start to the period. And we did that. And we thought that kind of would put the icing on the cake, and it did. And after that, the game was never really close. So yeah, that was probably our biggest thought process going into the third period.
You faced a ton of shots and made a lot of saves. How do you continue your momentum into the championship game tomorrow?
Yeah, I like facing a lot of shots. It helps me get into the game and feeling good and clean with with my reads and stuff. So it's just good to get the game going and feeling good. Go ahead and head in tomorrow.
You guys had a really tough weekend in Pittsburgh. Do you think those games and how rough they were kind of propelled you guys into that really good start?
Yeah, I think so. I think coming off the break, we didn't have our best effort on the weekend. Even though we played really well on Saturday night, we didn't get the result we wanted, and we just kind of got back to the grindstone and just got back to work. And we think we put in the work this week. When we put in the work, we gave ourselves a chance again. So I felt good about it this week.
And you guys got a win on a Friday. How does that feel?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, yeah, it feels really good to give ourselves a chance for a good weekend. Normally, we've in the past couple weeks we've been coming into Saturday morning trying to get it back after the first loss the night before. So it feels really good to start the weekend off on the right foot.
How do you kind of get in that mindset? Like you say, a lot of Saturdays it's been, all right, we got to get that one back. Now it's, okay, we can sweep. How do you kind of change the mindset?
Well, now we just got to build off it. We created a lot of momentum for ourselves tonight. We had a great student section, which was really fun to play in front of. And we just kind of got to use that energy and use that momentum that we felt tonight and take it in tomorrow and just bring our best effort and see what happens.
Getting the opportunity to play in a world-class environment like T-Mobile Arena, home of the Vegas Golden Knights, and a young player like yourself, what was your impressions of the facility?
Oh, it's awesome. It's funny, I was actually sitting with my grandfather after morning skate up in the stands, just looking around. Just, the place was unbelievable, and he was so happy. He's like, I didn't think you'd ever get to play in here, and he was talking about when he used to play in outdoor rinks and they had to shovel the ice themselves, and so he was thrilled by it, and we love playing here. We get lucky. We play some games at Gila River over in Arizona. But anytime you play in an NHL arena, especially one nice as this, it's an awesome experience, and you just try to take it all in while you try to win the game too.
What is it like to play in all those facilities? You play here, Pittsburgh, Gila River more than on one occasion.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's really fun. We just try to take it all in and enjoy the moment. And every once in a while, I'll kind of take a look around, and that's kind of where I wanted to be. When I look around and see the big arenas and stuff. So it's really awesome, and just try to enjoy it basically. Yeah.
Does it motivate you to get better at your game and hone your craft in?
Absolutely, because the end goal is for every hockey player is to play in the NHL. So anytime you play in an NHL arena, it's kind of, this is where I want to be. You're right there. You're a couple levels away, and you feel like you kind of give yourself a chance. And it's really fun. You get a little taste of it, and it definitely motivates you to try to raise your level up, because that's where you want to end up.
Does it add an extra jump to the team as well when they play on the bigger stages?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think it does. Like I said, we have a little bit more experience than probably some other teams do playing in nice buildings and NHL arenas. But it's always a really fun time, and especially in such a great facility like this one.
Talk about the chemistry of your team.
I think as the year's gone on, we've kind of bonded. Even though we're probably not haven't won as much as we would have liked. We've gotten a lot closer as the year's gone on, and I feel like that's kind of translated, and that's kind of one of the things that helped us win tonight is just that team chemistry and all the guys kind of bonding together and becoming closer, and the trip to Pittsburgh and then this trip, spending all the time together on the road, it helps bring us all together, and I think that translates on the ice.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.